Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Gemini, June 18, 2022. You're motivated to overcome obstacles, heal vulnerable areas, and take action to fix things today. Energies are powerful for resolving any fears or resentments you or a friend might have been feeling. It's a fine time to recognize and address problem areas. Some discomfort may be necessary to get a problem out into the open. Getting to the heart of a deep issue ultimately leads to increased harmony of the true, pure, unforced kind, so that some initial tension may be well worth it. Actively coming to others' aid can be in focus and very rewarding. You're learning important things through others today. Choose activities that serve to renew or refresh for best results today. As the day advances, the sun in your sign heads toward a trine to Saturn. Your willingness to take care of details or tidy up certain areas of your life can figure strongly, and it's highly productive. Your partner is demonstrating a particularly passionate streak and seems to be full of fun and the joy of life. The day's planetary configuration indicates that you have a chance to be honest with each other and to talk in a positive way about your future and any changes you would like to make. It is also time for you both to go out and have a marvelous time. Watch how your temper flares today when Mars conjuncts Chiron in Aries, lighting a fire in your subconsciousness. Taurus, you could feel subliminally raw during this conjunction, especially if there are grievances at work that rub you the wrong way. You may feel notably hurt by how you assume leadership responsibilities at work, how your supervisors interact with you, or where your goals have led to. Instead of bottling up your feelings of anger, use the conjunction to work through how you feel about your professional life to alleviate your stress. A rise in your income could have led to a transformation in your values, particularly where business is concerned. You could well be opening up to the vast potential that exists at this time of prosperity. This is definitely something that should be explored. Take care, however, that you don't lose sight of what really matters in life. Money is meant to enhance the other departments of life, not to consume it. Use this time to renew contacts with your family. They will be pleased, and you might even be able to resolve old conflicts, as a mediator or by taking the first step to clear matters up. The constellation is favorable for burying the hatchet once and for all. Everyone's all talk right now. Normally that'd be fine with you, but at the moment you can see a narrow window of opportunity for you and your people. Spur them into action. In touch with your emotions, you are fortunate to be so clear about your feelings, which helps you decide exactly what to do. Whether you are looking for casual dates or interested in starting a more serious relationship, you make the right choice. Start planning how best to pursue your own happiness. Expect an added boost to your physical energy today. It's an excellent day to clean out closets, storage rooms, and the like. Further, some exercise such as yoga or walking will be most enjoyable for you. It can also prove to be well worth your while to sit down and take a look at your goals. Are you where you want to be at this stage of your life, or are there changes that need to be made? Give both your brain and body a good day's exercise. You are sure to find it easier to adapt on this day. Generally speaking, most 3 personalities find change fairly easy to handle, but everyone has their comfort limits. A major transition, such as a career change, a residential move, or a shift in a key relationship, can be as stressful for you as it is for anyone else. Fortunately, this day's energy will give you the added strength and courage to handle this with flying colors. You will do great. While having the moon in an adventurous part of your chart heading into the weekend offers a chance to embrace the weekend spirit, this is also personally empowering. While this week may have been a roller coaster ride at times, as the moon moves towards a friendly aspect to the sun, this is helping to restore your confidence in the final days of your birthday month. This is also making it easier to look back on the past, but also at the road ahead as the journey that this will always be. Mercury, the planet of communications, returned to Gemini earlier in the week, coincided with a full moon that was always going to put a balance between your personal and relationship needs to the test. While that was an advantage at the time, even more so as the days progressed and the conditions improved. Things will only get better on the personal, communication and relationship fronts from here. Our eyes in the sky. With the moon in spontaneous, expansive and adventurous Aquarius, you're ready to stay out all night and party the hours away, but deep down somewhere you know that operating in non-stop entertainment mode has to come to an end at some point, and that point should probably be well before dawn if you have anything productive to do in the morning. Right? At the same time, we see a T-square forming between the Moon, Sun and Neptune in mutable signs, creating adaptability and a drive to submerge yourself in whatever's going on around you. While these can be very positive things, you'll have to be careful not to get too caught up in just going with the flow, bruh. This is classic. If your friends jumped off a bridge, would you jump too? Energy that the universe is throwing your way. Being too flexible and pliable, aka playable, can lead to trouble, especially in combination with the fiery Sag full moon. Your communication skills and mental clarity could take a small hit when the moon forms an unbalanced aspect to Mercury later in the afternoon. If you've been working hard all day, now would be a good time to take a break and indulge in a healthy snack. As evening falls, you'll likely be in the mood for adventure and socialization. If you can swing it, try to make some plans to meet your best pals for dinner, and be sure to try out a place you've never been to before. In the pre-dawn hours, Mercury in Cancer forms a sextile to Uranus in Taurus, expanding our minds. This transit allows us to have dynamic conversations which broaden our awareness without causing controversy. Discussions may center around concepts of radical care and compassion, or how to foster empathy. We tend to assume that caring for others means to hold space for their comfort, which is not entirely inaccurate. However, there comes a time when comfort becomes coddling, which hinders one's ability to evolve and thrive. It is currently valuable to push others a bit outside of their conceptual comfort zones, and we expect the same treatment in return. In this way, self-discovery becomes the mechanism for engagement in the wider world. After sunup, the moon sextiles Saturn in Aquarius. While we might typically jump into a new adventure without much forethought under the optimistic Aquarius moon, Saturn provides patience and aids us in planning an agenda we can be confident in. Resultingly, our enthusiasm for the moment stays intact, but we can also get the logistical basics in order and ensure we have the necessary supplies. Whether we are prepping for a project or a trip, or planning long-term future goals, this transit will get our feet firmly planted on the ground so we can innovate with confidence without losing our critical sense of idealism.